If you ask somebody what is the first thing the Bible says that God created, most people will say, I think it was light or something like that. If you read it really carefully, the very first sentence says that in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth, and they were void and without form. So what's really fascinating is that he took the trouble to tell us that first thing he created was chaos. Void and without form is the essence of chaos. And later on in the same story of Genesis, it says that we're created to be like him. It just resonated with me one day that we're here to overcome. We're here to bring order out of chaos, just like God did. Of course, we don't have the same power and same talent and wisdom, but we have the same purpose. And that's freeing to realize that chaos is not our enemy, it's our purpose. I would also say many people don't realize it, but cooking a meal is bringing order out of chaos. I can remember my grandmother, she'd have every cupboard door in the cupboards in the kitchen open and everything scattered all over the place, and it smelled good, and then you sat down to this feast, and so she was bringing order out of chaos. So there isn't really anything in life that's worth doing that isn't some form of bringing order out of chaos. The first priority for anybody to bring order out of chaos is to figure out your purpose. So I like to use the analogy. Many years ago, my wife and I built a house in the woods, and I remember the trucks coming out and dropping off all kinds of piles of lumber and shingles and just all that stuff laying around in the yard. You looked at it and said, what do you do with this? That looked chaotic, but then comes the architect with a blueprint. As soon as you have the blueprint, the stuff in the yard doesn't look like chaos anymore. When you feel overwhelmed, you have to stop, take a deep breath, and spend a little extra time thinking about, wait a minute, what is my number one purpose here? That helps you reject the stuff that's not important and set it aside, and it doesn't overwhelm you as much, and it helps you focus on fewer things that are the most important. So when I still feel these panic attacks, you get up in the morning, you got way too many things to do, and I have to just stop and take a deep breath and think, well, wait a minute, what is the most important thing for me to do today? And I'll let the rest of it go. We've got to quit thinking of chaos as a problem. It's just raw material waiting there for us to use to do something with. There will always be more chaos. If there wasn't more chaos, we wouldn't have more raw material.